Hello, I'm Jackson, and this fundraiser is to support me to be able to create a very great project here. I've wanted to be a director for a very long time, and I've been striving to do this since the beginning of, I think, 7th grade, and I'm about to be a senior now. Between the years 6th and 7th grade, I would make little tiny shorts with absolutely like no preparation at all, really, of little ideas that would come into my head, and I would try to make a film out of it in that moment. I would make little shorts and tiny videos of all sorts of types of things, and just for fun. And that's really kind of what made me realize that I want to make a film. I want to make something serious, and I want to be a director when I grow older. And so ever since around the middle of 7th grade, I've been working on a project here called Lie or Be Told, and it is a fully fleshed out film that I have fully planned, fully typed out the script myself, did all the storyboard myself, and did absolutely everything, and going to continue doing almost every single bit of this entire project pretty much. I have some friends that are willing to participate and help me out with the project, but other than that, I've pretty much created this entire concept of the film and everything about it. And so I have a few friends that are willing to participate and help me out, and we're gonna make something great. And I'm really excited to do so. But to do so, I would like some funding so I'm able to create something in general, because at the moment I don't have too much supplies to be able to create something great. I know I totally agree with the idea of low budget makes way greater things, and that's because it makes you use your brain. But at the moment, I don't have the supplies to be able to even start. So yes, I have a camera, but I would like to have supplies for maybe special effects, and just to make something something that people could enjoy. Not something that is there, but also something that people out there, including you who are watching this, to be able to enjoy a product. And I want you guys to be able to see something great. I think this idea is going to be amazing. And yeah, the reason why this has taken me so long to create in general is because when I first started typing the script, the first draft, I would watch every time. I was spending my time watching everything I could possibly take in, and just to have all the information that I possibly can to gain knowledge of what a film truly should be when it comes to genres like horror and all sorts of other things. I don't just aim to make horror movies, I aim to make any type of movie, but this one is horror, and that's why I would spend so much time. I do love horror movies though, because they're one of my favorite genres ever. But I studied as much as possible. I took classes classes that were close enough to being a film class at my high school, and I even took Running Start, and I still am in Running Start, and I took some classes there at the college I was participating in for film. I took many classes to learn more, to understand more, and all sorts of things like that. I also slowly was, I started playing saxophone at first. That was my first instrument, but I then moved on to synthesizer, and I bought my own first keyboard, and it was just a regular, like just playable keyboard that has all the sorts of sounds you could ever dream of, from piano to like bongos, all sorts of sounds. But I self-taught myself how to play piano on that because I wanted to make my own soundtrack for movies and stuff that I was even creating. I eventually bought a synthesizer called the Micro Freak, and I slowly made enough money to be able to, through birthdays and Christmases, and even some jobs, to be able to have a setup that was good enough to be able to make music. And so I taught myself how to make music and all sorts of things because I love synth, and 80s synth is great, and that pairing between horror movies is amazing. And so I did all those types of steps, and this is all revolved around just to make this project that I have in my hands here. Lie or Be Told is going to be a great movie, and to show you some pre-work before it's official, here's some stuff I would like to show you. So first, I'm going to show you my first draft of the mask. for the killer. And so this mask was created around 7th grade when the idea struck and when I started writing the film. And I made this mask before I even wrote the script because I knew I wanted a monster. And I wanted something that was going to be a character of something. So I made my own character and I wanted to revolve a film around it. Here was the first mask. It was just a piece of cardboard from a pizza box, curved it, and I put newspaper and paper mache and had a paper mache with some paper towels because we didn't have newspaper. So yeah, I made this great mask, and as you can tell, it's very a little iffy, but hey, it did its job. It's great. I'm slowly now moving to this type of mask. It's a new generation of the same thing. I'm still working on it. As you could tell, it's very early, but this would be something that this fundraiser would invest in, stuff to be able to make great things like these, like masks and all sorts of things. I made that all by myself with all sorts of house materials I could find. And I also made this jacket here, bolted it and everything to make it look all messed up. Who knows, maybe I'll remaster it too if this gets enough traction. But here's my storyboard. My script is about 52 pages long, and it took me a very long time to write because it was the first film I've ever wrote. And I took a lot of consideration to all sorts of sources to be able to make something great. So, yeah, and that is, I'm getting storyboarded right now, and here's some examples I'll like to show you guys. As you can tell, it has these janky pictures, but it's all for perspective, so you can tell where the camera is, and I have all these descriptions of each shot and what's going to happen in each and every single one. All these extra things here for every single type of thing I would ever need. Tons and tons, all sorts. It goes for so long, it's way more. Tons and tons of stuff. If you could see, can you see it? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, tons and tons and tons. This has been a lot of work, and I'm very passionate about this, and this is a truthful thing. If you are able to donate, I'm going to put you in the credits for the film, so you can be able to see that. This will be posted to my YouTube, and it will be announced on every single social, so everyone's able to see that this is being created. This is not fake. This is a real thing that is going to happen. I appreciate everything. If you're able to donate, no matter how much you guys donate, I do not care. I appreciate everything. This is absolutely a passion, and this is a last minute, like, maybe I could get some money. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I've never done this type of stuff before. So, yeah, this is all work in progress, and I hope to make tons more films after this as well, but this is the start of something great, and I hope you guys enjoy the film too, and it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. But yeah, anything helps, and it's going to be great. I'm really excited. This is truly a passion of mine, and I appreciate everything. Thank you.